Hey, thanks so much to Aniba for sponsoring today's video. So GTA 6 trailer 3, it might genuinely be days away, according to a brand new insider who put a specific date on the table, and it's got a lot of people in the community, you know, raising their eyebrows about this date. Now, we were talking about next Tuesday potentially being the moment where everything that we've been waiting for finally drops. Now, there's also some pretty interesting details that came out of the earnings call that I think a lot of people missed, as well as one specific line that not many people are talking about that has me genuinely questioning when trailer 3 is going to drop. Guys, we have a lot to unpack. Check the chapters for easy viewing, and let's get into it. Okay, so let's just go ahead and get into trailer 3. Obviously, in the world of nothing ever happens, something is bound to happen. I mean, it's inevitable at this point. Like, we're bound to get something. Now, according to a user over on the GTA forums, I think it's Grace Dari, well, they posted a brand new claim that the GTA 6 trailer 3 is going to launch next Tuesday on May 26th. And this user is so confident in it that he would bet 1,000 bucks on the prediction. Now, here's what makes, you know, Grace Dari, this insider, worth taking seriously, at least for some people. He was actually the one who debunked the entire Best Buy pre-order thing that, you know, actually ballooned Take-Two's market cap last week. So this is somebody that's either, you know, a good guesser, or they might have insider information, or they just got lucky. Well, according to the leaker slash user over on the GTA forums, they're claiming that his sources at Sony sales department, well, they're telling him to keep an eye out, which is pretty interesting. Now, we'll talk about the credibility in just a bit, but he did say that he would be willing to bet 1,000 bucks on the May 26th release date for the trailer specifically. Like, that's a date on it, which typically for people that are guessing like this, they don't really, you know, give a specific date. They usually just throw out like a random window. So the fact that this user put a specific date on it is pretty interesting. Now, in my opinion, if they're wrong, then they need to be banned on the GTA forums for life. Like, just get this person out of here if what they're saying is like completely false information. Now, again, is this a guaranteed thing? Absolutely not. Now, the user did say that nothing is officially confirmed, but according to their sources, it's going to be May 26th. At least that's what they said. Now, in my opinion, it's hard saying. Like, obviously, how would I know? I'm just a YouTuber making videos. Now, getting a trailer right after the earnings call doesn't make the most sense. Like, I think they'll let it cook before they decide to like hype up anything else. Now, trailer 2 dropped in May of 2025, and then after that, like on May 15th, that's when we got the investors call for, you know, Take-Two. So yeah, for me, it's just hard to believe that we're gonna get something right after this investors call, like the week after. Like, it just doesn't make the most sense, but who knows? Is it possible? For sure. Like, it is the lead up to the summer game events. It would be pretty wild for them to drop trailer 2 on May 26th, and then like right after that have a presence over at the PlayStation State of Play, maybe for like a gameplay showcase or something. That would be pretty wild. Now, this you know, State of Play that we're getting in June is actually going to be 90 minutes long, and they're even premiering it in movie theaters. So I don't think PlayStation would go out of their way to put this thing in theaters if this wasn't going to be insanely hype, which is kind of why I think that, like, if Rockstar does give us trailer 3 like next week, having something at the State of Play would be mind-blowing. Even though Rockstar doesn't need the State of Play, like, they don't need Sony, they don't need Microsoft at all, but still, just saying, it would be pretty cool. But here's the thing, the Take-Two earnings call yesterday made the timing of all of this way more complicated, like I said. Now, during the Take-Two earnings call, Strauss-Zelnick did reconfirm that the November 19th is final. Like, he has said this multiple times. It's my brother screaming, you hear him in the background. He's excited for GTA 6 as well.
Yeah, real quick for clarification, I am raging at CS2.
And according to Strauss, it's not going to get delayed again. Now, we've, you know, been here, we've done that. Like, is November 19th officially set in stone? In my opinion, unless they start selling this game, unless pre-orders go live, I do not believe this November 19th release date, because November could turn into February very quick. But I won't lie, if you're on team GTA 6 delayed till 2027, it's not looking very good for you guys. I think the November 19th release date might actually happen. Now, the next thing they talked about in this investors meeting was they reconfirmed that the marketing is officially starting in the summer, with the marketing push, you know, beginning in late June, likely not before. They then spoke about the pre-orders a bit. They said that the pre-orders will go live alongside the marketing campaign. So the moment the official marketing kicks off, that's the moment where, you know, I'm gonna believe that the game is releasing on November, but it's also when we could finally put money towards this game. Like, Rockstar, let me pay you. I am trying to pay you as soon as possible. Now, one thing that I do find interesting is Strauss-Zelnick never specifically stated that a brand new trailer is a part of the marketing campaign. He He just said that the marketing campaign starts in the summer, but he didn't lock the trailer to that exact window, which that means that the trailer 3 could theoretically drop before the, big marketing push happens. When I hear of the marketing campaign, I think of like the traditional marketing campaign, like the paid ads, the billboards, the TV commercials, and all of that fun stuff. Like that is what I'm expecting, like the actual marketing dollars being spent to get as many impressions on this video game as possible. Now, next up, Take-Two Interactive is expecting $8 billion in revenue for the current fiscal year, which is essentially the company telling investors that GTA 6 is going to be the biggest financial event in the entire history of the gaming industry. Now, speaking of the traditional marketing campaign, Strauss-Zelnick said that it's going to be way different from what we saw back in, 2013 with GTA 5. Zelnick specifically said that there will be far fewer TV ads, and the focus is going to shift heavily towards social media campaigns, which that fits, perfect with what we can expect. Obviously, the focus is going to be heavily on social media marketing. Most likely it'll be influencer driven as well. That's just how marketing is nowadays, especially for video games. Creator driven, influencer driven, really leveraging social media is like what it's going to look like. But now I'd like to talk more about trailer 3, because there's one detail in the earnings report that I think a lot of people have missed that I'm leaning towards, being the case, especially whenever it comes to the possibility of a new trailer dropping on Tuesday, May 26th. Now, in the report itself, it states this: Rockstar Games continues to invest in the franchise and announced Grand Theft Auto 6 is planned for release on November 19th. During our fiscal year 2027, the label released its first trailer for the title in December 2023 and the second in May 2025, and will share more details this summer. So yeah, they had directly addressed that, we got both trailers, one in December and then one in May, and that we will hear more in the summer of this year. So as much as like I'd love to, be on the crazy amount of hopium that many people are on with the Tuesday, May 26th, trailer date, everything that's being signaled is we're not going to hear about this game again until like later this summer, which I know it's unfortunate, but we've already waited this long. So what's another, few weeks? But you can be for sure, as soon as they tweet out the trailer, I will be the first one to know. Funny enough, I actually set up a system with my, server in my house on my local network that the second they tweet, I've got a bot set up that'll then ping every Alexa device in my house and start playing the GTA Mission Pass song. So if I somehow miss my phone ringing, then I'll know just by every single device in my house just blasting the music. Yes, it is that serious. Now, if I had to put money on it, I'm personally leaning towards trailer 3 actually dropping closer to the late June window, because again, every signal that they've been telling us is like, hey dude, we're not talking about anything until the summer, so just wait until the summer and we'll talk about it. Now, is this some crazy ploy of like making sure everyone stops talking about trailer 3 and then they can just drop it when everyone least expects it? Sure, very much possible. Like if that does happen, very cool. I want to be excited. Listen, as soon as my house starts freaking playing the Mission Pass music, like I'm gonna run down to my basement so quick. You guys have no clue. Like I will be in this office immediately. But there's also part of me that wants to say that, this user over on the GTA forums is correct and May is the, date. Like May 26th would be crazy. But now I'd like to talk about something that happened recently that has a lot of people, also raising their eyebrows, and that is the official Xbox account on social media recently posted about GTA 6 and the wish list, which again is like, why would you do that? Why are you trolling us? Now, this is, really interesting because Rockstar really hasn't, done this before. Like they don't really do that often. So why is Xbox suddenly highlighting GTA 6 on their official feed? You even have Asha Sharma who is quote tweeting this post. Like, what are they doing? What are they up to? My guess is that this is a part of their broader, marketing push that all the platform holders are going to start gearing up for. Obviously, Xbox wants as many people to buy GTA 6 on their platform. So yeah, do they know something that we don't know? Yeah, obviously they probably know a lot. They're not going to tell us anything, but it is pretty interesting to see them really hyping up the wish listing. One thing is for certain, GTA 6 is in the final stretch. The next 30 days are going to be absolutely massive. Whether trailer 3 drops on May 26th or sometime in June or somewhere in between, we are officially in the moment that everything has been building towards. And let me know down in the comment section, what do you actually think? When do you think trailer 3 is dropping? Will it be May 26th? Will it be in June or somewhere completely unexpected? Hit the like button if you enjoyed, subscribe with the notifications on, and until next time, this has been Wes, and I'll talk to you guys in the next video.